8:30. If we could all stand for the opening prayer, please. I'd like to call this meeting to order.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we thank you for this day, and we thank you for the opportunity to meet together again tonight. Pray your blessing upon all who've gathered for this meeting, especially be with our mayor and city council. Pray for those who live and work in Jeffersontown, and we pray your blessing upon them. Keep them safe and well. Be with our first responders and their families. We pray, oh God, for all those who have helped so very much, those people in North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, and all the areas affected by the hurricanes, and all the donations have gone their way, and those who have gone down to help, we pray for their safety and well-being, and pray that we share in working one with another when difficulties and tragedies such as these take place. Watch over and bless us. May this meeting be done to your honor and glory, and we ask these things through your holy name. Amen.
Amen. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor, can I say something? I'm sorry that we won't have the agenda on the screen. My computer got hacked last week. I forgot about this one, my Outlook. So I apologize for that. For tonight.
Okay, visitors who have signed up to speak. William Rice. Hello, Mr. Rice.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
All right. I just want to say I live on Charlene Parkway,
Yes, sir.
and I spoke to Missy about 10 days ago, Carl Pike's assistant, about this issue. We have one way to cross over Charlene Parkway
Right.
when you get back toward where the dead end part is. And I want to see if we can't maybe possibly have some kind of a walkway in between over the creek, because a lot of the kids like to jump the creek. And thank God nobody's ever fallen into the creek.
Does that creek get high?
Yes, it does. Let it rain really, it gets really, really high.
Okay.
And it's very, very dangerous. You know, so all the kids, my son's 11. There's a lot of kids between the ages of maybe 6 to 20 that may sit there and be funny and jump the creek.
Uh-huh.
Nobody's actually went in, thank God.
Yeah, really.
So I would like to maybe, hopefully have a council member come out to my house and I can show them what I see to rectify that problem sooner than later.
Right. It would be better off if you would have our public works director. Jimmy, would that be something in your department?
It would be, we have to study the, I think it's Blue Line Stream and with the flooding that's potentially there.
Are you talking about the end toward, where the dead end, where where they have the property that needs to be cut? We have to sometimes call in on. Couldn't it be somewhere within that general area, perhaps?
We can look at that, absolutely.
Okay.
I will give him your name and number, Mr. Rice.
Okay, I
and then he
appreciate
will
that.
follow up with you,
Okay.
okay? And
Okay.
we'll go from there.
Okay.
I understand it is that it's hard to get back in there.
Yeah.
And when you're back in there, you're going to have to back out or some other way. I don't know why that ever got built like that, to be honest with you.
We know the trash man has to actually back down the far side to be going the right way to get the trash cans.
Does the trash man go over that bridge?
Yes, he does.
Does he really?
He actually has to cross it, go left, and then go backwards to
And
the
then
dead,
backwards.
all the way to the back end, and then come this way because it's on the right-hand side of the truck for him to grab and dump.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll look into it. Thank
Okay.
you for coming to our
Okay.
meeting.
And then one last thing,
Yeah.
too. I know we have a concern. There's a lady that lives on my street down there toward the middle part of Charlene Parkway. She has a real bad sewage problem.
Well,
And I
we
spoke
dealt
to
with that.
Missy about it almost an hour or so. We talked about a whole lot of different things. And she has a problem with, she says, when it rains real bad, the water and sewage comes into her home. She can't flush her toilet. I think that's insane to even hear something like that. And she has 4 kids, too.
And
I just wanted
I've
to bring it
heard
to your
this same
attention.
complaint. Jimmy, what did we talk about MSD with that? I'm trying to remember.
Actually, the Charlene Parkway,
Yeah,
maybe a little bit of May,
yeah.
it's been an ongoing thing in J-Town for, I don't know, 20 some years.
For years.
Okay.
That every time we get a heavy rain,
But do you know the home, okay, if you're going down Charlotte Lane heading toward Gay Lane, on the right-hand side, it would be the fourth house before the last house.
Mhm.
I think it's the house next to the old Met house that had to be destroyed and redone. Well, the lady there I just spoke to, and she has a real growing concern. She said she cannot flush her toilets. She has 4 kids.
She is on sewer, right? She's not on septic.
I'm not for
Correct.
sure. I've
You know
never
something about this,
Do
Steve?
you know what I'm talking about? I don't know all those different details beyond that.
Well, if she's on, she should be on sewer, but who knows?
Right.
Did Miss Susan?
Missy had me look into that. She has a backflow preventer, so when a storm event occurs, she can close off the sewer so it doesn't back up into her house. When she's got that closed, you can't flush the toilets or anything because the sewer's closed off. So that's the issue. MSD does have a capital project to upsize the sewer lines, which is the only thing that's going to solve that. And of course, that's
It's MSD. Who knows how long?
control over that.
I think
It's
it's
a
next
project
fiscal year.
that's been on the books for
Next year.
at least 5 or 6 years because I've looked into it in the past. But it is on their capital projects list. Just don't know when it's going to be funded.
I think
Sure,
Mark
can you
said,
get on MSD about that? Because I know many years ago when I had called and spoke to, I guess, Jeffersontown Public Works or someone, usually everybody, no offense, passes a buck. Call the water company. Call
Yeah, everybody
MSD.
don't wanna take the
Everybody goes all
responsibility.
back and forth, and then,
Right.
like you said, we're sitting here 6 years later, we're still like, what's going on?
right,
And it's
right.
kind of another way I kind of look at the lady has 4 kids, and that's kind of insane to think you can't flush your toilet. I can't even imagine that.
I mean, either, but let me ask you, you're talking about that pipe that she's supposed to turn, Steve? You mean
He would
every
know.
time that there is a rain, she's got to turn this pipe?
During a heavy rain event, she would have
Yeah.
to
I remember when MSD went out there when we had all that flooding and they put all these whatever in each individual's house. Yes, I remember that. And I know it is on their capital project, but I don't know when. Mark just
I
said
think it's next year. The
he
fiscal
thinks
year
it's
25.
next year.
So what is she supposed to do? No offense between now and then, though. I mean,
You have to
I
turn the
thought she
pipe.
said she loves the house, but she just hates having to go through all that. Where her kids, they have to go someplace out to get a shower, get a bath. It's kind of, to me, it even sounds kind of barbaric to me. You got
Right.
to be kidding me. In
No.
J-Town, of all places to me.
I
No
tell you
offense.
what, I don't have a problem with calling MSD, but and find out when it is on their list, and I can call you back, Mr. Rice. I will be glad to call you about it.
Okay, I would. I'd love to hear, a
But
little
there
more
are
about it, to be
people that
honest.
are in our city of Jeffersontown that still today do not have sewers.
Okay.
And if you have a septic, you're going to have this issue if you have 4 people,
Okay,
using the toilet.
Yeah,
So
okay.
anyway,
okay,
but I'll
okay.
try to find out and I'll call you personally.
okay. And then one last thing I want to say real quick.
There you go, right ahead.
Okay, when we had the bad storms back Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I'll bring them with me when I got elected office. So we've had a lot of them.
Okay, okay. We lost power for 4 days, and I talked to Missy about this. There's no government funding to help. That was out of pocket. I have 2 special needs kids. That was a lot of money out of pocket. I don't know what it is on Charlotte Lane Parkway. When we have bad storms, my power on that side of the street,
Goes out.
it's always, and the other side's always on. So
I
that
don't
was
know what it
4
is.
days. I never
I
went
asked
that long.
LG&E because people call here and they're raising Cain about it, but we have no control over LG&E. We can't even get it here, if we're out of power. We're at their mercy, but I can't help you on that one. That's one. Anybody else have any suggestions that they could do? Anybody know? No. Same
Why do
thing.
you always kind of hear, through, WhatsApp, TikTok, there's always government funding. You always hear the city, states, somebody's got something for you. I always hear this all the time. And I kind of believe, no offense to you or anybody in here, you have to kind of go beyond, what you see in front of you to get the help that you
Well,
might
you know what
need.
they say. The
Yeah.
greasy wheel gets the oil, right? So
Yeah.
keep on and we'll find you some oil. I don't know
That's what
else to
Missy
say.
said, the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
She said the same thing to
Don't
me.
give up,
Yeah.
But it's true, and
Yeah.
all that whole section goes without electricity every time. And we even got it to a point up here that I asked some of the council to set in and answer phones up here because people are so irate. There's nothing I can do about it,
Okay. Okay.
God only knows I can't.
That's hard to believe that they won't hear you like that. I mean,
Huh?
just,
Probably.
We're on Conway Court, and it's just me and the next 2 houses. The rest of the court's on another circuit.
Okay.
There are, if the same person as we are, like I said, the shopping center across the street has.
Mhm.
Now, see, once again, to add on to her story, I remember getting some pieces of mail over the last couple of years where they were supposed to come out and cut some of the shrubbery, that hangs over the
Yeah,
line.
right.
Well, just
Have
by
been doing that.
chance, just by chance to me, where I live at, there's a lot in my backyard. I ain't seen nobody cut nothing. I think it's worse now than what it was 2 years ago. That's, oh, okay. Oh, no, mine is,
Mine is wherever that comes above ground, they say it has to come above ground, so,
okay,
so I don't know whether that's where it comes from.
okay.
You live on a crawl space?
Yeah, I have a crawl space, yes, ma'am.
I
Yes.
just wondered over there
Yes.
because you were
Yeah.
talking about griping and you haven't said about that, but a lot of people live over there gripe because their crawl space gets wet. So you haven't raised that question.
Well, I
yet. I'm
haven't,
just
I
waiting.
guess whenever we had the flooding, I guess maybe because my house maybe sitting up,
Uh-huh.
because my driveway has a bad angle.
Okay.
I don't even park in my driveway. I park at the bottom.
Okay.
Maybe that's what helps me from not having to worry
Well,
about.
you're
That's
lucky.
why I'm
Yeah,
not
because you're
saying.
lucky on that one.
I am, and I'm glad about that. So, yeah.
Well, I will check in your MSD for you, but your LG&E, I don't know what to do about that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Okay.
idea. You got anything else?
One more quick thing.
See?
What is, I'm
not-
sorry taking up all this
Oh,
time.
that's okay.
Paul,
You
but
go on right
let me
ahead.
just say, what is the plan for the dead end? It used to be a pool. I've been living there over 20 years. Remember a long time ago it was a pool.
Right.
Then, then it got converted over to where they just took it all out. And then I was hearing that St. Edwards was going to buy it, but the person who owns it wanted too much money for it.
Well, Elder Construction now owns that. And
Okay.
he has been anticipating putting in patio homes and townhomes. And he called me about that. And, I told him that townhomes do not sell. If
Okay.
you have an upstairs, most of the people who buy a patio home do not want an upstairs. They move there for one reason. They want a 1-floor plan. And the plan that he has got bedrooms upstairs. And you can go right out here across from the Jeffersonian and look at those and how long it took them to sell those. And they ended up having to rent them. And then now it's back for sale. So I think he was trying to get some backers to be an investor with him on that. But that's where it stands right now. And to be honest with you, it's priced pretty good. I think he wants like $600,000 for it. But the guy that owned it was Holloway.
Okay.
And so then Holloway sold it to Elder, and that's the last I heard about
Was
it.
Hallway the one that we had to
With
call
the
the
pool.
report? I didn't, that didn't keep the grass cut.
Mhm.
Because to me, I know when the grass is not cut,
Mhm.
that's when you see, rats, things you don't want to see,
Yeah.
rabbits or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Those, those unseen animals you don't want to see running around and stuff like that.
It would
Well,
be
how
a
can-
great development. It really would.
Okay.
Has anybody inquired here, Steve or Scott, about developing that any further? No. Yeah, you didn't have the money.
But they could put homes there. I thought you had to have, correct me if I'm wrong, more than one way in. Because the only one way in would be off of either Shar Lane coming down St. Edwards to go in. Wouldn't they have to have another way in on that backside up high where it kind of, how you kind of
Perhaps
go
let
up?
Steve answer that one.
You know what I'm talking about? It's just one way in. Oh. Oh, 200 and under as far. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Next would be Jeff Moran. Hello, Mr. Moran.
Good evening. Oops. Council, Mayor, I'll make this short. It's a thank you. And by way of an explanation, I was doing some research in Frankfurt and I started looking things up. 1767, Daniel Boone came across the Cumberland Gap. 25 years later, pretty short time frame, Kentucky had a constitution. 5 years after that, Jeffersontown in its early iteration was a city. We're the 6th incorporated city in Kentucky.
I didn't know that.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it? We're 2nd in the county, and we beat all the other cities in the county by quite a bit, by dollars and population. What got me to that was being here, speaking with you all. Kentucky Constitution in Section 1, which has never been amended, by the way, under the right to assemble, it says that people have the right to petition, address, and they use a Dutch word, appeal to their politicians, just like happened before me up here. So I want to thank you for my time and me talking incessantly about things, but as a citizen, I appreciate the 3 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Reading of minutes, October 15th, 2024,
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the meeting on October
15.
15.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Bill, are you going to do that
October 15th is what it says.
It's today.
It's
for the
today.
meeting for Fred? Pardon?
Got the general fund.
I can't hear what you said.
The general fund.
We don't do a reading on, I mean, we just make a motion and pass them.
Well, yeah, we always do.
No, we don't.
Make a motion for approval of general fund warrant number 1617 by title only.
Second.
All in favor?
I'll make a motion, road fund warrant 1004 as distributed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Now
No.
the next one is the funding request.
Motion, okay, motion carried. Okay, doing things a little differently here tonight.
Well, 'cause I don't have-
That's okay.
So-
Okay,
So on the sheet that I handed out for the council members, these were the individuals who came in last council meeting to talk about funding.
okay,
So start at the top and work our way down. As you can see, 74,000 of the 90,000 has been asked for. That doesn't mean we have to give it to them, but they've asked for this amount of money. We usually keep some over in February just in case, just to let everybody know, because I know that some of you this is your second time doing this. It's hard to remember if you only do it. So the first one is Jan. They asked for $50,000.
I say we keep
You
that.
want to do each individual?
Yeah, we'll do them each individual, and then that way we'll go down the line. So you all want to,
I agree. Anybody else wants? to say
well,
yes or
we'll put all the numbers in and then do one motion at the end.
no? Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Sorry,
okay.
I apologize.
And we've given 50 the last 2
all
years.
the last, yeah,
Okay.
several years.
3 for sure, yeah.
I like
And we
50.
gave 190 that one year because of some extra things that they needed down there to get done.
They were putting the kitchen on.
That was- Yeah, COVID, and some other stuff, or after COVID. Next one is USA Cares. No, St. Nick's.
Saint Nick, yes, Saint Nick. Fund.
I'd like to keep that or move that to 5,500.
I agree.
That's what they're asking, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, they're asking for 55.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is USA, no.
Yes, USA
USA
cares.
It is a little small. Bill.
10,000, yes.
Yes.
What have we been given them
10,000.
10,000 for the
10,000.
last 4 years.
since 2021?
I'm fine with 10,000.
I am too.
It's a great organization.
I'm good.
Okay, then you're gonna skip down.
Yeah, we'll skip down to the people that actually. Alley Cat Advocates asked for $7,400. Haven't given it to any of them in the past.
Did they come? They came last year too.
I
Didn't
think they came
The last 2 years.
2 years, I think.
I think give them something. They're not J-Town oriented, but I mean, I'm sure they do cats in J-Town.
I'd like to make a motion for 1,000, but it's not.
1,000.
I agree.
That's kind of what I was thinking too, 1,000.
I mean, they're
fine with
not
that.
from J-Town, but they do take.
Oh, I know they
cats
do a lot of
from
work.
J-Town, and
I,
they
I mean,
do-
I was thinking
It's a good-
2,000.
It's
they
a
do
good cause.
lot of work.
Definitely.
1,000 there. And the last one, St. Edward's class of 25. Eighth grade trip.
For
This
two.
is new, but we have given money.
Yeah.
Within, this is the first time St. Edward's has asked.
Do we know how many kids are in their 8th grade class?
They said last time,
I can't
remember.
Is it on there? Okay,
I
okay,
think
okay,
Oh, yeah.
Might be in there.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just didn't.
I agree with 2, and usually I ask for more.
Well, this is just one group.
This is for the field trip, right?
This isn't the
It's for the eighth
Boy
grade.
Scouts that
Mhm.
come.
No, this is for the eighth grade
Yeah.
trip.
So it'd be,
No, they don't do any other fundraising. They just asked
He
for
said that they-
$2,000.
Yeah, you
No,
asked
they-
him. I think
Said-
they
you
did
asked
do
set
him.
up
that.
here and told us that they did.
yeah,
My kids always fundraise for everything.
30.
I just didn't.
Trina, I
know.
think this is
30.
part of their fundraising.
Does it say-
Huh?
I think this is part of their
does it say, like,
fundraising.
what the total-
I'm gonna
Coming
tell you.
here and asking for money.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's one part of it,
30 students, 23 of Jeffersontown residents.
Okay, okay.
which is the total
What's the
project.
total? Yeah.
Total ask.
Total required is 20 to 25,000.
Yeah, so it's
They're
They're asking for
Oh,
two.
less than
okay.
10%.
It's y'all's pleasure.
Vince, did you say 2?
I agree with 2.
I agree with
I'm
you.
fine with 2.
I'm fine.
Everybody okay with that?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I'm good.
so we got 50, 55, 65.
Excuse me.
65,
68.5, I think.
3,
That leaves us with 21.5.
63, 68.5. 68.5 is what I came up with. Is that what you got?
Yes.
I make a motion, we approve, funding request for 68,500.
Second.
Hey, what happened to the people that came up here at the very last? Remember? And she didn't have her request in. She was late. What was that one about? Do you remember?
Was that the Alley Cats?
No.
That
No,
was-
she's
Missy
gone.
told me that she hadn't turned in her funding.
And she came that day. I don't remember.
She had 2 weeks. to get
What
it
was
done.
she wanting? It was something.
Is it J-Town Elementary?
Did they not, like, fill out the paperwork
Oh.
after our meeting? Is that what they were supposed
She
to
they
do?
were
did not
supposed to fill it
know,
out.
and she called that day. I remember her, and I remember, but I don't remember what she was requesting.
All I know
Isn't she the one
was-
requesting basketball goals?
Yeah, basketball goals at J-Town Elementary
That's right.
for
There's no one.
$900 each.
Yeah, that's what it was.
$1,800. I
Oh.
never got the paperwork. I asked Missy about it. She said she never got the paperwork, but she may have gotten it. But according to Missy, she was late. She could wait till
Spring.
February to ask.
Okay.
I'm just repeating what I've been told.
Just have her fill out that
Wonder who
paperwork.
told him that.
Who seconded that motion?
I think it was Allison.
Allison.
Allison, you second?
We have a motion, second.
Yeah, motion and second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Second reading of ordinance number 1463, series 2024.
I'll make a motion for reading by title only. Ordinance 1463, series 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, I'm supposed to read for Fred because he's not here, so give me a break.
You got lucky. That's a short one.
Yeah, no, it's not because I gotta read this part first and then read something. So I get double. Okay, so an ordinance relating to the amendment of ordinance number 1415, series 2021, and adopting the amendments to chapter 4, part 2, and chapter 2, part 5 of the Jeffersontown Land Development Code to amend 4.2.40 outdoor alcohol sales and consumption, indoor entertainment activity for a restaurant as a conditional use permit in the C1 and PEC, which is the Planned Employment Center districts, and in addition to the M1 permit use list. Chapter 2.5.1.a M1 Industrial District permit usage, warehouse storage and distribution of aircraft materials and aircraft parts not to exceed 50 feet in length and 3,000 pounds in weight. So Fred wrote a summary of the ordinance, so I'm gonna read that because he told me to read it, okay?
Mhm.
On October 15th, 2024, the city of Jeffersontown, Kentucky's city council enacted ordinance number 1463. This ordinance constitutes an amendment of ordinance 1415 series 2021, adopting amendments to the chapter 4, part 2, chapter 2, part 5 of the J-Town Development Code. Pursuant to the amendments, outdoor alcohol sales may be permitted in C1 and PEC zoning districts upon the granting of conditional use permits, compliance with the listed requirements. The conditional use permits are limited to restricted uses in C1 and PEC that hold non-quota type 2 or NQ2 retail drink ABC license, which requires a minimum of 50% gross receipts from food sales. This ordinance also permits the warehouse storage and distribution of aircraft materials and aircraft parts not to exceed 50 feet in length and 3,000 pounds. This summary was prepared and certified and undersigned by attorney licensed in the practice law in the city, in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Fred Fisher. Mayor, since this is the second reading, you can ask for approval.
So
You
moved.
didn't have.
So moved.
I hear a second.
Second.
Who said first?
Boy, we didn't know
Still
how
out
valuable
breath
Fred
from reading
was,
it.
did we?
By title only. By title only.
I think he gave you extra just to be mean.
Yeah, somewhere,
I think he did too.
he's somewhere grinning right now.
He doesn't do that much.
I have
He
a
doesn't do that
first
much
and a
work up
second.
there.
All in favor?
Uh,
Opposed? Motion carried. Glad we don't have to read that again. Normally we have another attorney, but there just wasn't time.
Yeah, what KSR code is that? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I was wondering, 22-3.
One, two,
There
three.
you go, Fred. Thank you.
I was
That's
waiting
weird.
for you to ask that, Tim.
Okay, committee reports. Mark Bloom.
Nothing from finance, Mayor, but I did have a question on maybe how to troubleshoot something. Someone was trying to find their property tax bill, I think because we've announced what was going on. They said that they were having trouble with the search feature by name of the property. Would it be right if I just have them call the revenue department? Would that be a good next step?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting ready to have a software meeting up here, and I've got two people coming in, and our software is much to be desired. And I'm getting ready to have them to try to correlate all these departments together. It's silly that somebody puts something in the tax department and then you have to carry it over there and Holly has to put it in when it all should merge into one in today's
Sync
time.
together.
This is
Yeah.
crazy. So I'm going to have somebody come up and I think they're going to try to write a program for me because I'm trying to expedite that. Yeah,
cool.
we need that.
Cool. Thank you.
So, yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll make sure to pass that along to them
Huh?
to call the revenue department.
Okay, yeah.
And then Debbie, kudos on the decorations. A lot of people have said it was great.
love it.
Jimmy, thanks for helping. Mayor, if that was your idea behind the scenes, it was just I've had a lot of
You know what,
compliments about it, and I told them
Bobby,
I'd pass it along to you
I
guys.
can't say enough about our public works department as far as that goes. You can tell that man anything and he can build it. So, they're always on it. And if we don't have a way to do it, we figure out a way, don't we, Jimmy? So, yeah, they did a great
The
job. on
corn
that.
shucks, I love those.
Yes.
too.
Yeah,
Mhm,
Yeah, they look
a lot of
great.
compliments on that.
Really sets it off.
mhm.
So nothing else. Thank you.
Thank you. Allison,
Legislative has nothing.
Tim Hall,
Economic Development has nothing to report.
thank you. Trina,
Administration has nothing.
Kevin,
Planning and zoning has no report.
thank you. Vince,
Public Works has no report.
Pam, Vicky.
Just looking forward to next Saturday with the
Yep.
Pumpkin Fest.
Mhm.
That's all I have.
Pam Ware.
Safety has no report.
I have a couple things. First of all, I want to thank Pam for standing up to the plate for me. I don't know what I would have done without you Sunday. So thank you very much. There was a big group of Girl Scouts here that needed me and I could not be here. So Pam got up here and I think she got locked out. She had a heck of a day up here with all the Girl Scouts. Couldn't get back in. We've also changed a lot of things are being changed up here, guys. You know, normally we run a lot smoother than this, but we've had because some of the doors weren't locking and without the homeless people that we've been having around, we are changing things around and you're going to have to start entering a code and to get into here and things just happened. She got locked out, but thank you for doing that for me. I appreciate that. Next thing is tell all your kids or your grandkids, whatever, to start saving their money that we are going to have a Santa shop up here. So they can come shopping. You can't come with them. You will let them off at the door and we will have the kids from Assumption High School and they will help them shop and wrap their presents for their grandmas or grandpas or baby brothers or sisters, but nothing's over $5 and they will be able to buy you a Christmas present and then have their picture taken with Santa. And I have a huge sled. This was kind of funny that about a year and a half ago, I went to an estate sale and there was a big sled there. And I would like to have bought the sled, but the guy wanted $900 for it. So we debated about it and we called him back and said, okay, we'll take it. Well, when I called him, the sled was gone. So out of nowhere on Sunday, I got a phone call from a lady and she said, are you the person that tried to buy the sled? And I said, yes. And she said, well, they never came and picked it up. So if you want it, the city can have it. If you have Public Works come pick it up. So on Monday morning, Public Works went and got it. And now we have this beautiful sled that will be a great picture op, or we're going to fill it with packages. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but we just got it. So thank you all for going to pick that up.
Christmas miracle
Yeah, Christmas miracle. Miracle on 34th Street. Miracle on Watterson
on
Trail.
Watterson Trail.
How do you like that?
Yeah.
You know? Yes. Let's see. Oh, the next council meeting will be election day. I think you all wanted to cancel that. If y'all still want to do that, I don't care. If somebody wants to make that motion to cancel, the next, pardon?
Would we want to cancel it or move it?
I don't care. I don't want to cancel it. I'm here. I'm not up for election. It's up for you guys. If y'all want to cancel it, we will. If not, we'll have one.
Mayor, do you think you'll have a lot of stuff on the agenda?
I don't think so. Not right now. I don't have anything, but if you want us to leave it on there and then I see if we have, or I can cancel it, I don't know. Bill, what did Fred say?
It's up to the council to make that decision. Now, will we have things on the agenda? Yes, we might.
I don't think there's a lot.
There probably won't be a lot, but you know, the whole point is that, the meeting will probably be as short as it is tonight.
You can have one because it'll be over with fast and it's
Yeah.
going to be
What do y'all
dark.
normally do?
So-
What do y'all normally do?
Normally, we either move it or cancel it.
Okay, I didn't. I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to move it to
I know
Wednesday.
At this point, I don't, and anybody in the crowd knows of any ordinances that will be of, importance to be passed at least first reading at the next meeting. So we can get it done in the middle.
I know that everybody's going to be excited to go out and get their numbers to find
Six,
out where
yeah.
that they fall, but they're not out anyway at 6 o'clock. So for all of you all that are just now running, you will know that you will not get your numbers at 6 o'clock. It might be 6:30 before your numbers come out. So, and it's very dark. So, I mean, we could have the meeting and get out of here by 6:15 if you want to do that. It's up to you guys, or we can cancel it, whatever you want to do.
What about moving it to Wednesday? Is
I
that
don't
an
know.
option
I'd have
there?
to check with
No?
Fred and all them. I don't know. I say we either leave it Tuesday or we cancel it, one or the other, because I don't want to speak for them and I can't reach them.
Schedule.
I mean, I'm okay with having it. It just depends on what you all do. I mean, if you all have done this through the years,
Yeah.
what have you've canceled it?
I feel like normally we've canceled it
Mhm.
over the last 7.
Oh, okay.
Or not,
Why don't we
seven,
just
that's not
cancel it?
maybe
If
last
I
3.
see there's something on there that needs to be on the agenda, I'll call y'all and
Yeah, let's
we'll
do
have a
that.
meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I hate to cancel it if something does pop up.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss out
But
on
if
something.
it's-
Well, if there's something that needs to be done before the end of the year,
Yeah.
I will call y'all and we'll have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
So right now it's canceled.
You
That-
have to have at least a 24 hours.
Well, I know.
Just can't call them today and
Oh, I know, but
Does it cost
but if
us
I
to
see
look?
something coming up, then I'll
Yeah,
know.
then let us know and then we'll.
We gotta call a special meeting, so.
Yeah.
If we have to. But as of now, the only people that may have anything would be Steve,
I was gonna say Steve,
possibly.
zoning thing.
There could be some police department surplus stuff, but that,
Is that on?
no, they're gonna have some surplus. They may not have it all gathered by that time.
Chief, will that be together by next time? Should I leave the meeting on or off? Man, if it took this much time to make a decision this easy, yeah, I would die up here every day.
Well, I would say, you know,
Cancel.
cancel the meeting. And if
Yeah.
for some reason.
You need it?
something
You can always put it
needs
back
to
on.
come up, call a special meeting. And
Put it back on.
put it back on.
Well,
No,
there was a
actually-
note in my file from, I guess, Fred. Make motion to cancel the November 5th city council meeting. That's what's that's
There you
what,
go.
Dad, I'm all for it too.
Who's gonna make that motion?
somebody make a motion.
I make a motion that we cancel November 5th meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Other than that, that is it. We're doing good and everybody have fun in the last 2 weeks of your election. Yes. When is what?
What day is the Santa workshop?
Okay, that's going to be, we will have it on the Light Up Jeffersontown. We'll start opening then. It's going to be located at El Napal down there in that little brick area. And that will be the Sunday after Thanksgiving. If it rains, it will be moved inside. We're not going to go through that again. It will-
nice outside.
No, it was not.
No, it was rain.
So we will have it and we're gonna have light up. We'll have the carolers out here and we're gonna have a few things, but we'll get into that as time goes on.
Do you have a website that follow what you all do on a regular basis?
We do. Debbie, what is that website you can go to?
Okay,
Or go to our Facebook page, BJ County.
Yeah, our Facebook.
okay, thank you.
And also on the Santa shop, it will be the first, or it'll be the first 3 Saturdays.
Okay,
like
thank
2
you.
to 4.
Okay, appreciate that.
Yeah, it's cute. It's that little house that the pumpkin house will be converted over to a Santa workshop. Yeah, it's gonna be cute. Anything else? Nope. I hear a motion.
Mayor, if not, I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you all and see you after the election.
Wow. That's weird. That sounds so weird.
Yeah.
Well, you did a fine job.
What's that? Huh? What's it selling? They gave it to me. Yeah, it was a nice shed.